This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Richard, I want to start with Grayson Wilson, the 2025 quarterback from CAC Central Arkansas Christian. He was in town this weekend. You got a chance to catch up with him. What were those conversations like, and what did you learn about his weekend?
Another in person and interact and learn more about his offense. I think that was the main takeaway for Grayson to kind of get it up to date on exactly what Coach Petrino likes to do with his quarterbacks, and just talking to him, you could tell he was very impressed, and obviously he's very, very sold on Arkansas. He's one guy that you don't ever have to worry about as far as his commitment. He's all Razorback. He's not one of these high drama guys or anything like that. He's all about business, and business to him is he's going to be a Razorback, and he's looking forward to getting on campus.
What about Tay Lockett, California kid, Arkansas connection? Some of I would say a good chunk of our audience is not familiar with him. And kind of a few sentences, what can you tell us about one of the other Arkansas commits?
He had about 40 offers when he committed to Arkansas back in August, and obviously he's got Arkansas ties. His mom's from Arkansas. He's got a lot of family in Arkansas, and I think obviously besides what attracted him to Arkansas, I think also having family in Arkansas and say when he gets on campus, he ever needs anything, he's got plenty of family here that will help him get whatever he needs, or accommodate him in any way. If he can't get back to California where he's from, he's got places to stay in Arkansas for a weekend or whatever. He's in Arkansas a lot, for family reasons. But guys, good size, 6 foot, about 170. Led St. Bosco's team in interceptions with 5 this past year as a sophomore, which is quite impressive. And they played against some stiff competition, but a very talented team, and he led them in interceptions. But a guy could go just about anywhere in the country, but he chose to be a Razorback because of the coaches, and just felt at home every time he came.
Richard Davenport with us on the McClarty-Daniel hotline. Richard, I know we're focused on the here and now, but 2027 prospect at receiver and defensive back in Tavius Ellis from Texas, who has Arkansas ties, got an offer this week from the Razorbacks. Tell us more about Ellis and this commitment or this offer that's out there a couple of years from now.
Yeah, obviously 2027. He's a freshman this past season, but he had like 36 receptions for 719 yards and 7 touchdowns as a freshman. And if you look at his film, he doesn't look like a freshman. He will be, and there's no doubt in my mind, he will be one of the top prospects in the country come his senior year. I mean, he ran a 10.9 100 meters as an 8th grader. He's originally from Magnolia, so obviously, he was pretty excited about his offer from Coach Pittman, and he still has family in Magnolia, so I think that's a plus. He says he wants to visit Arkansas pretty soon, but good size. He's also about 6 foot, about 170 or whatever as a freshman, and he will only continue to get bigger and stronger and faster. But this guy will be he's already special right now, but he will be one of the top prospects in the country in the 27 class. I have no doubt about it.
I saw where they'd had a couple of junior days here in January where they had high school juniors in. Did I see where they added a third, and kind of what's come out of the first couple of ones?
They've had about 20 to 30 guys each Saturday, the previous 2 Saturdays, and They've had, I would say, 5 to 6, 7, 8 guys that had offers visit, which is pretty impressive. And I think this weekend is going to be even better from what I can tell in just the early list that I've confirmed. One, Colton Yarborough, 2026 defensive end from Oklahoma. He'll be in town, and he's a 4-star guy, rated one of the better defensive linemen in the country. And this will be his 3rd visit coming up on Saturday. And he and Deke Adams has really developed a good relationship. That was one of the main reasons why he wants to visit. But then you got Grant Smith, a highly touted quarterback from Texas. He'll be coming in. He had an offer from Texas A&M when Coach Petrino was there, and Coach Petrino offered once he got to Fayetteville. And 6'3", about 206 pounds. Very excited about getting to Arkansas and checking it out and continuing his relationship with Coach Petrino. They got a pretty tight relationship in talking to him. So that relationship's strong, and I sense a special relationship, not just a good relationship. One that they really. I don't know. There's a strong connection there, and I think that could obviously bode well going in the future. But there's an impressive list of guys, and there's a 26 another quarterback coming in this weekend too from Florida that has an offer from Arkansas too, Michael Clayton. So just a few guys that are coming in this weekend.
Richard Davenport is our guest on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. A few basketball questions for you. Eric Musselman talked about the incoming recruits, Jalen Shelley and Isaiah Elohim. I think I'm saying his name right. 2 guys, big, 6'5", 6'8", kind of shooting guard, shooting forward. What can you tell us about the guys from Link Prep and Sierra Nevada?
Well, you said it. Coach Petrino likes those guys at guards and small forward is with a lot of length, and both of them have a lot of length. And Isaiah was a 5-star prospect about a year ago before he got hurt. He was like one of the top 5 prospects in the country, and he hurt his knee, and he wasn't able to play much in the AAU circuit, and that kind of hurt his stock. So he's a guy that obviously, from an athletic standpoint and his game standpoint, it has a very high ceiling. It just, I think Arkansas probably got a steal in him just because of what he was touted about a year ago, and obviously he's a 4-star right now, but he's not the guy that is a 5-star that he was as a junior. So he's obviously very, very talented and extremely athletic. And then Shelley's he's another guy that can score inside and outside and go to the basket very strong. And both of them probably need to work on their outside. I mean, on a three-point shot. But if they perfect the 3-point shot or just get in the 35 to 40% range, I think that only enhances their skill set and their game.
Richard, this text comes from Big Mike from Waldron on the McClarty Daniel Hotline asking about, did Muss do a good enough job evaluating the guys he brought in the portal on defense? That's been a huge struggle for them this year. I know it's a little harder to do it in a shorter time period than the kids of high school, but do you think that's an element that this coaching staff may have missed on, is the defensive aspects of the guys they brought in?
It might have been. I think a lot of it has to do is just want to and desire to put forth effort. Sometimes that's the most surprising thing with this group is the effort and the energy level. And what blows me away is that most of these guys, obviously, they're wanting to go to the NBA. And what they're putting forth is not very impressive as far as their play, their production, and their energy level and desire to D up. And that's only going to hurt them, as far as their professional desires. So I think that's the biggest thing that really surprises me is when it comes down to just effort and them not not putting it on the line.
Yeah. Richard, another question from the text line, the McClarty Daniel text line. Whoopik Suey for Life wanted to know what's happening right now with the recruitment of the Archer brothers, talking about Kane and Cash from Greenwood. Any new tidbits? I saw where Kane had his 16th birthday. It's hard. It seems like we've been talking about this kid for 3 or 4 years now, and he just had his 16th birthday this week.
Yeah, obviously he still has an offer from Arkansas, and I think with Cash, the thing with him is, he's played on the edge and at defensive end. You don't see too many defensive ends in high Division I football, at his size. And I think that Arkansas and I think a lot of other schools want to see him at linebacker. And I think he's very, very capable of playing linebacker. And I think once he gets to some college campuses for summer camps and shows what he can do at linebacker, I think that's when you're probably going to see his recruitment take off. He already has some good offers right now, but I think most people probably see him as a linebacker on the next level, and they just want to see how he is, in person. And obviously, I think from what I understand, he's going to play linebacker this coming season, and I think that's going to help him. So I think that's the hold-up with Cash as far as, just other schools in Arkansas going forward on him. But I think that's the deal there. But with Kane, everybody in the country wants him, basically, and it's going to continue to be that way.
Is height ever going to be an issue with him? I've heard some question that. What's his true height? Looking at a picture I just saw online that his dad had posted this week, him and his brother. Of course, Cash got that big fro hairdo, so it's kind of sometimes hard to tell his height, but they didn't look far off from each other. Is height the concern you hear from any college coaches about him? And I guess we're all waiting to see if he grows another inch or two. Height, I think, has been an issue for a lot of quarterbacks, but not as much so anymore because you see all the smaller quarterbacks, perform well on the college level and win Heisman trophies and go on to the NFL, and they're anywhere from 5'11", maybe 6'1". I think he's every bit of 6 foot, 6'1". Will he continue to grow? I'm sure that would help, but I think production at quarterback is the main key, and he obviously has that. I think college coaches don't look at the height as much as they used to, but some coaches still are hung up on height and weight of certain kids at certain positions, and I get that. But I think at quarterback it's less and less nowadays. How you feel about the game tonight?
Well, hey, let's just face it. It's hard to be optimistic with the way the team is playing and the lack of defense and lack of effort. And but at the same time, with Muss and this staff, sometimes maybe they can pull a rabbit out of their hat and pull a road victory at a very tough place with a very, very tough, well-coached team at Ole Miss. Beard is definitely one of the best coaches in the country. So I think it's going to be a tall task, but we've seen this team play at a high level at times this season. Can they do it on the road, especially after kind of not playing so well the last few times? We'll see.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.